Hello and welcome. It's me, Persita, and this is Persita's Paradox. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate you, your time and effort in looking and finding me today on this thing called YouTube. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for joining. And as always, to my OGs, thank you for your continued support week after week to grow this thing called Persita's Paradox. So today, I wanted to touch bases with you, see how you were doing. It is literally the top of the week. We are getting groovy. You know, we are doing our February thing. How many of you are really excited about leaving January? Did January seem long to you? It seemed extremely long to me. I'm not quite sure why that was, but I know February is a short month. I have a lot happening in February. It's our anniversary. It's Valentine's Day, all those cool things. But in the exact same breath, it's just always such a short month that I feel as if like it blinks and all of a sudden it's March. So in saying all of that, I just wanted to find out how you were doing today and to run those cool little points by you to see what your life was feeling. Mine, a little excited, but all over the place at the same time. So without further ado, let's discuss some things. And what I wanted to talk about today is just this premise of, are you really finding yourself in a routine that's successful? And you might say, well, how do I know if it's successful? Well, you have to ask yourself, are you still in this resolutional thing where year after year you try to tell yourself you're going to do something new and something great and innovative, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong? Usually it has a lot to do with the fact that we don't stop to actually change a lot of things in our life. And the first thing that we need to change is our routine. If we're trying to succeed in any level, on any plane, right, or anything that you want to do, you really want to find a way to start to understand that your routines are very much a proponent of what success will look like for you, if it's going to come quickly or if it's going to take a long period of time, just all depending on how flexible and how aware you are of the things you do and if you're doing them efficiently. So today I really wanted to talk about how to start a routine. So first thing, you have to write it down. And so many people say, girl, it's in my head. I'm good. I got it. Promise you don't. Promise you don't. Promise you need to write it down. I'm even going to go as far as to say, if you have a phone, put it in your phone. If you're a digital kind of a person and you literally can just go and look at your phone and look for your notes or your calendar or whatever it is and find it. If you're not that person, I'm not that person. I actually physically need a planner. I thought that I was savvy. I really did. I thought that I was a digital girl and I could do that thing and put all of my information in the phone and I would remember. I really don't want to look at my phone any more than I have to. I'm already on this platform and then I have Instagram and all these other things that I'm doing. So I don't really like to look at my phone for anything other than those things. And if I have to then look at yet another calendar, I think I'd go crazy. But there's something about physically writing it down, specifically for myself, that makes it so much easier. It makes it like this thing that I can feel like, you know, I can flip through and see it. I don't really know. It might be just the old school mind of thoughts. It may just be the idea that, you know, writing something down, you're going to remember it. Not quite sure, but I'm going to say and start with the first thing is writing it down. Okay. The second thing is that you have to build some sense of structure. You have to be in a position of understanding. You want to really be specific in what it is that you want to accomplish, but you really want to identify like what's really a good time of the day for you to do this or that. When is your energy points its highest and its lowest? When do you wake up? When do you go to sleep? Do you take a nap? Are you, a Zoom-based work home type person that you're always sitting at your desk? What's really going to work for you? So you really want to think about the structure of how your routine will really manifest. And if you don't do those things, then I promise you, you're already headed down the wrong path because you have not really been realistic with yourself in regards to the time that you have in the day and the time that you want to really accomplish your best. Thirdly, right? Thirdly, you want to really, like I said, get super specific. Once you've gotten super specific, and I do mean like down to the minute, where you're able to say like from 6:30 to 7 o'clock, I am doing my hygiene stuff. And, at 7:15, I should be down in the kitchen and being able to prepare your breakfast. And again, being aware of what you're eating before you get down into the kitchen, which falls under structure. But let's just be specific in our next tier and say that you really want to know that. The more you plan, the better this routine thing will be for you, because you'll be in a space where you can actually not only know what you need to do, but you can anticipate the rhythm of how it works. And you'll either become very efficient and swift in it, or you'll find yourself in a space where you've noticed you've put too much on your plate and you're not able to actually accomplish this thing that you need to in regards to your structure and your getting specific. So simply to get up to this level for my life, I'm a super routine driven person. It's kind of pathetic to the degree that I really am actually trying to change my routines up to not only give my mind a shift, but also to give my physical body and my spirit a shift. So prime example for me, when I wake up in the morning, I am absolutely in awareness of like, I want to be thankful. I want to be in a nice prayer, meditation. I give myself a good 10, 15 minutes of that. I don't touch my phone. I usually try to lay there for a second. Sometimes I have to use the bathroom like most people. But just to be honest, I don't do anything at that point. I do stop and I drink some water, and I want my body to know that I'm awake, because that's a very specific thing for your body to know. And drinking water, having water by my nightstand is something that I just live by. And I would tell all my clients the same thing. And again, it wakes up your metabolism because you're breaking the fast. Break fast. Next thing I do is that I am literally going downstairs to get ready to do my pre-workout regime, whatever that is. I'm going to take some type of a pre-workout drink, or if I'm going to actually just drink some more water, which is absolutely just as much as a fat burner if I don't want the caffeine intake or if I don't want the jolt. And then I'm going to go and work out. I'm going to work out. These days I work out for 45 minutes flat. At one point of my life when I was really in the gym a lot, I would work out for almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. Not in that space. 45 minutes is pretty much what I have allocated. On days that I'm traveling, I'm absolutely on the road by 5:30 in the morning. And on days that I'm actually working in the city, I know that I'm on the road by 7. If that be true, then I have already gone upstairs. After my workout, I've given myself 30 minutes to shower. And from that shower, I've come down and I've given myself 15 minutes to make breakfast, because it's super specific. My lunch was packed the night before and I'm in the car. To give you an idea. So that's just my morning jolt, and that's all happened within a scheme of 2 hours. So if you look at that structure and being that specific, it gives me a clean idea of what I need to do for myself in regards to if traffic changes or if a meeting changes or anything of the sort. Because the next thing that we want to make sure that we do when we're keeping and starting a good habit in our routine is to be flexible. And you might say, well, that makes no sense, girl. You done took me through all of this drama. Now you're taking me right back to this idea of being flexible. Well, you have to be flexible. I mean, we can plan as much as we want, but life happens, things happen. And you have to understand that that is what is going to make you stronger, is to have the ability to flex. And the flexibility has to be realistic. It has to be something for you to know. Again, even with all that planning, I've still gotten caught in traffic. I live a solid 48 minutes outside of Los Angeles. And with that being said, I have to allow for California traffic. That 48 miles could literally be 4 hours. I mean, I could almost get to Vegas, basically, in that time frame. So you have to be flexible. You have to understand that in order to build a great routine, you want to allow yourself room to grow and room to mess up and room to have to adjust for yourself or for others or whatever that is. But in that, be as structured as possible so that you're aware of what you didn't get to do. Did you kind of catch that? It's really this idea of really being able to just be in a space of you're okay if it didn't happen. You're not beating yourself up about it, but you understand that it is something that you really want to do. Now, I'm going to go on and on about it throughout other videos, but today these are just the points that I want to start and hone in on. I want you to really think about what I'm saying and really ask yourself, is it time for you to start a routine? Go back and listen to this video again and see if there's some things that you can add to what I've said, or hit me in the comments and let's discuss some other points as we move on to how to start a routine, because this is going to be part 1. So as always, You know the drill. You know what I'm going to say. I'm going to absolutely tell you that I need you to make sure that you're taking those strides. I gave you 4 points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And I need you to be very aware of, we're going to add to those things. And we're going to drill down in each specific one to get specific. I like that word today. I don't know. Pray for me. So as always, in between times and in the meantime, I'm going to need you to do 3 things. Live life authentic. If you've made it this far, you already know what I'm going to say. You know, I'm going to absolutely have to shout out you and say, if you are this person that I'm talking to that continues to come to this channel every single week, and you know that you like me enough to come and you understand that I'm liking you back, I'm going to need you to subscribe. All the other lovely people who have continued to support, can't even come up with the word, please feel free to share, like, and comment. Feel free to always let me know how you're feeling, if there's some things that you want to talk about. And absolutely, absolutely remember that you are important, not only to yourself, but to me as well. So continue to live your life authentic, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.